Empire Tabletop!
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Empire Tabletop. New session.
From a promontory,
we finally have the whole crew
great
here today.
Bugbear
Yay!
Horde camped south of the water.
And we're going to talk about
Our Lord and Savior Cthulhu.
No,
Damn it!
the final part.
I've seen no evidence of any army gathering.
What are you, revisionist?
It seems
No,
Adaria has
this
also
is-
succeeded
so
at
remember,
promotion and has assassinated
We're talking about the session
commander.
before that, which was the session
Truly
where
a great
everything
achievement.
happened. As in,
Making matters worse for
burned
poor
down
Talon
Alti.
Guard, small bands of
That was a good
creatures
time.
unaligned with
Spoiler.
Kage have
oh yeah,
approached the
part
breach.
3 of
Eager to take
Soup
advantage
Day,
of the
and
chaos.
the final part of Soup Day.
How could these
Which
beasts
is,
know
a
already
good
about
day to
this
Soup
break
Day.
in the watch
Oh,
wall?
okay.
Someone must have told
Good
them.
day to
Probably
soup.
best to
better.
leave. This
You
region
guys
is about to
opened
become
up
very
the
dangerous.
entrance to the
Still,
cathedral.
this will not be enough.
And you looked
Valentine
inside.
may be broken, but
and you
Talon
saw
Guard is yet strong.
The Lantern Archive
Soon word
Gestalt,
will reach the south,
which we were
the
talking about
heartland and the great
before.
cities of the
They told you to
Cambrian
repent and
Bay
you
will
didn't,
marshal
so
their armies.
They formed together.
They will
turned
meet
into a great
Kakrot
big
on the
thing,
field, and it will be
and they
far
started
too
shooting
close
lasers
to
at
a
you
fair
guys.
fight. We must do something
And
about that.
the fight was
Come, my lords.
the fight was actually kind of
Exterminate! Exterminate!
the fight was somewhat
Lords.
drawn out.
Lords.
This was the first enemy you've ever
And
fought
lords
with more
you
than
are.
100 hit points.
It's also one of the
Lords
first
of
enemies that we
death
fought.
and
That,
destruction.
actually, it's another thing I noticed
Lords
too. We have
of
a problem
evil.
with flying enemies.
Do you remember
God.
Brander's
Yeah.
Okay, I have
We need someone with a bow and arrow.
branded
trying to
like
fix that.
animals?
Yeah, the reason that we won
How
against
far
our
you
last
have
flying
come,
enemy
how
was that somebody
long
cast
the
his
journey
spell and he
is
fell
over.
80
Theodora is right.
Also, I was told by my DM later that
Sorry.
when fly is dispelled, you float slowly to the ground, and I'm like, fuck that!
Yeah, fuck that.
That's stupid.
If you don't have a Ring of Featherfall or Slowfall like I do for 20 some feet, fuck that. If you gotta magically cast fly and somebody takes that off, you fall.
If you're a wizard and you're cheesing the game by flying around shooting fireballs where people can't melee you,
Yeah.
you deserve to fall 80 feet.
Yeah.
Alright?
I don't care. You can't have some magic that's like, oh no, fly also has a sub feat that lets you float.
Lets you float to the ground if it gets dispelled. Shut up. That's stupid.
Dispel means no magic for you, bitch. You fall.
So basically, this fight was initiative happens. You guys swing a whole bunch at this thing. It takes a bunch of damage, and then it shoots lasers at Garrett.
Yeah.
And then it shot lasers once at Owen's
Me,
character
yeah.
once. I'm pretty sure that's all that.
It had a really high hit for something, but it was hitting touch AC.
It was hitting touch AC, and it was shooting at like plus 15. So it was like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I have a plus 17 for my touch AC. It hits at plus 15. Yay! Nat ones are the only thing that.
Good thing they only do 2d6 damage.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't too.
And the rest of us laughed.
Yeah, everybody else is like pink, 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 chuck, 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 and we're like, we're
Just like that,
bleeding.
yeah.
I think I remember finishing that. And I was like, ended the session at like 10 health. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Well, because the session before this one, Havlin just carved me open.
He did.
I had, I think, 2 or 3 health left after he carved me open with his
And
holy
his
smite shit.
his captain carved Garrett open after hugging him.
So, if I remember correctly,
After
you
molesting
murdered
him.
the shit out of the cleric, and I murdered the shit out of the paladin.
Yes.
So I know that the paladin has family, but if the cleric has family, you should swear an oath to kill their family too. Then we could be oath buddies and just go kill a whole bunch of paladins and clerics together.
I didn't realize that Oath Buddies was a thing.
Battle buddies, oath buddies. Yeah, we got
That's like chastity buddies.
Yeah.
I didn't know chassis base was a thing.
Well, that's
8.0 for some reason to me.
I'm learning so much in this session.
Yeah. It's like those weird cults of high school girls who try to get pregnant all the time.
Oh my
What
God. I'll
the
get pregnant
fuck?
if you get
Is
pregnant.
that
Or
like
McMurray?
Is that like Bible
Is that a thing?
Black?
Like seriously?
I think it is.
No?
Faith in humanity
Maybe.
minus 1.
Wait.
I heard it's a real thing, but it's probably just propaganda that people are spewing about, like how D&D is Satan. Hey guys, how's Satan going for you guys?
That's
Mazes
pretty
and
good.
monsters.
Mazes and Monsters is a far out game.
Yeah.
Technically, we are actually.
You are actually
Asmodeus,
in a contract with the D&D
With Asmodeus.
with the
We actually are.
Pathfinder equivalent of Satan.
Yeah, this actually is a Satan campaign.
But we're not. But it's not actual
Not
Satan.
Satan. Asmodeus.
Nice.
Fuck.
So yeah,
Difference.
we've done fuck.
Okay, tell it to the
all the
Westboro
angels.
Baptist Church. See how that goes.
Yeah,
They
you
can
beat
suck
up your
my-
first
Now to work
angel.
on myself.
It was a
My
doozy.
Asmodee.
Following that,
Dick.
Yes,
I
was
believe
gonna say
We
something
just
like
burned that
but
bitch to
I
the
didn't
ground
wanna
and let
say
the bugbears in.
so vulgar.
you did a bit of searching, I remember, because you wanted to make sure that everything was
Right.
taken care of.
Vulgar
Right.
as shit,
And
man.
you discovered a couple of soldiers who you just beat the shit out of.
Yeah.
And then you discovered, or I think they ran away even.
Yeah.
And then you realized, oh hey, I'm gonna make a search check over here because there's some weird marking on the map that we have. And it was like, oh, there's like a big seal
Right.
of Valentine on
Right.
top in front of the main door, and right
Yeah.
above it. And apparently that actually lowers.
Yeah.
So that was a last ditch defensive measure that they had.
Did we break it or something?
You disabled the witch, I believe.
Was in this campaign.
So it was unusable.
Just zone of we're walking to zone of truth and disarm them.
Yeah.
And following that, let me get the stuff out here. But basically,
Oops.
what
Just look like
happens?
you ejaculated all over yourself. I'm sorry. She
sorry.
had a slow
Over
dribble.
my hard work.
I know.
I'm sorry, I'm such a klutz.
What were you doing?
She's
sorry.
doing that childish thing where you suck it
Oh
up,
yeah.
but she didn't keep the pressure high enough on her end, so I all spilled out everywhere.
It's
Yeah,
okay,
there are a few
Kira.
things that you need
It's
to
okay.
Are you
How to
offering
suck
teach her how to
and
suck?
when not to blow. That'll probably be something.
God damn. Okay, that's the pizza.
We can still recap during the food. The
Keep
other-
going, keep going.
Yeah, we can read
Every
that
time
during
that we
pizza.
talk, the people at the
It
door
is
know we're
readable.
nerds. It's
Readable.
fine.
Readable.
It's fine.
But we burned this bitch to the ground.
You did.
Yeah.
Let me get out the main details. This is actually going to be the first one.
Invite him over for pizza too.
This is actually going to be the first recording in a while that
See,
that we have some acting that happens.
That's always the worst.
You
It's
like,
know
no,
what
no,
evidence
too far.
for this is?
Before that happens,
You have to
however.
read it.
Sorry.
It's
Yeah.
readable.
Basically, how this worked was your victory depended on how many victory points you got, and that depends on how many soldiers you killed, whether the captains are dead, whether the mage is dead, all the traps are disabled, like all the drawbridge is lowered, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And
Mind scooting over a bit?
and they're determined by
We won't actually come get something like that.
A chart.
a chart. There's a certain number of points where 20 or less is a premature attack, where you guys
Or you
did
just
like
borrow right
nothing, and Kakarot gets crushed
Or you not
and
coming
dies, and
Yeah.
you guys lose. 21 to 30 is the bugbears get bounced back, but they are, but they're okay. They can do it one more time. Kakarot gets an injury. From 31 to 40, it's a hard-fought victory, so Kakarot does lose a bunch of guys, but they make it, and they can start the fighting. 41 to 50, Valentine is like a victory, so a good victory. You know, they lost a few guys, but you totally destroyed them. You guys, I believe, ended up with
51 plus. I think you said.
53.
Yeah.
Slaughter.
Yeah.
Valentine falls with barely a bugbear slain. The hairy beasts immediately attack Eldencross and feast on human flesh in an orgy of death and slaughter. There are few survivors and little warning. As the Fire Axe's horde sweeps down into the heartland of Talongard, the war has begun with a crushing defeat for Talongard. And, yeah, that's pretty sick.
So basically, what I hear is that we got perfect end.
You got perfect. Yep.
Yeah.
You didn't even have to lower the seal. You would have won by 1
It
point.
would basically been like, you know, at the end of a match, it was just like, you know, you get this for time, you get this for achievements, and this, and then your end ranking is S.
Yeah. It was like time, S kills.
It's like
S
Bayonetta. You guys
points,
got
S.
SS.
We got the super
You got
platinum.
pure platinum.
Pure platinum, I was gonna say, yeah.
We just walk out with sexy statues of ourselves.
I always got the statue of the fat guy.
I mean, in a way, we did because
I should have been
when
a pole dancer.
When Teodora showed up, she gave us a bunch of platinum, and one of them had to be Cthulhu-esque. I just think it would have been funny if they were all just sexy versions of us. It's like,
that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Actually, I should have thought
Uncle
of
Bob is a pole
well,
dancer.
we didn't think about it until like 6 sessions later.
Until now.
Yeah.
Well, it
Yeah.
could be that way if we really wanted.
I think
Like
it
sexy
would be really
versions
hard
of
to
us?
sell,
Yeah.
though, and
Double
be like, here,
Osmonog?
why is who's this of? Is it like, nobody important?
It's a celebrity.
Your
So-
future ruler.
You'll
So
never see
Teodora,
it.
yes, did show up and talked a whole bunch about, well,
From a promontory, you can see the great bugbear horde camped south of the watch wall. Valentine yet burns behind you. Teodora remarks,
I have seen no evidence of any army gathering to meet the horde. It seems Adaria has also succeeded at her mission and has assassinated the commanders. Truly a great achievement. Making matters worse for poor Talonguard, small bands of creatures unaligned with Kakarot have approached the breach, eager to take advantage of the chaos. How could these beasts know already about this break in the watch wall? Someone must have told them. Probably best to leave. This region is about to become very dangerous. Still, this will not be enough. Ballantine may be broken, but Talonguard is yet strong. Soon word will reach the south. The Heartland and the great cities of the Cambrian Bay will marshal their armies. They will meet Kakarot on the field, and it will be far too close to a fair fight. We must do something about that. Come, my lords. Your ship awaits. Try not to burn this one.
Lords. She called you lords. And lords you are. Lords of death and destruction. Lords of evil. Do you remember Branderskar? Do you remember being held down and branded like animals? How far you have come, and how long yet the journey before you. Theodora is right. This is only your first steps along the way of the wicked.
You guys did a good job. Here's a ton of money, and you guys all got your platinum bars. And then Kage touched his platinum bar, and he fell into a coma, and he started having visions about horrible things, answers to questions that you don't even know the concepts behind. Your mind was being pressed against some sort of huge otherworldly force beyond comprehension. And basically, Cthulhu Senpai noticed him a little bit.
And I vomited black goo.
You vomited black goo out of all your orifices, and you woke up and you were like,
You know, that's not
it took him a while to recover.
It wasn't one of his proudest moments.
No.
Is what we're saying.
No, it's good.
And
He was happy.
And
it was a big
more
cleanup,
importantly,
though.
your platinum bar was converted to a beautiful platinum statue of a squid worth double the value. Aki.
Sorry, I was just reminded of that moment in How It Should Have Ended YouTube videos where Thor's in the pool and he's just being like, I'm having a vision!
Yeah.
Except it's, you know, good for him.
Once he recovered, though, you guys made your way down to
Farhold!
Farhold. Theodora made you commissioned you guys a beautiful barge.
Barge.
It was not great, but
Satisfactory.
it was satisfactory. It had a roof,
Better than the boat we had.
and Theodora took the cabin because, of course.
She's a bitch. I want
And-
that known that I don't like Theodora.
Oh, really?
I do.
But she's so pretty.
She's very pretty.
I'm like actively
Like,
not happy with her.
magically pretty,
Well,
which is
because
why.
there was I'm
You
gonna
don't like
say
it,
it. You
yeah.
don't have to.
Yeah.
While we were sailing down the side, every single time we happened
I can
upon
see this
a
being
village
really
or a
irritating
town,
for y'all.
we'd stop and
It's
she'd teleport into the
it's
town and
an
murder
ink
bitches.
Yep.
And not once did that slimy bitch ever invite us. Oh, but you can't teleport. That
Yeah.
fucking lousy
She
excuse.
asked you. You asked her if you could come along, and she's like, "Can you teleport?" And you're like, "Oh."
Where's my side? You can't just side along. I mean, you got the magic to just grab me and teleport me, but you can't.
But
Too
yeah.
much of an effort to lift.
I
me
watched
up.
Harry Potter. I know how
I know how
the thing
Operation works. yeah.
Operation, that's
Yeah.
it, yeah.
I watched Harry Potter. What the fuck is Harry Potter?
Anyway.
We need a chimney.
I said my piece. Fuck
Die
that.
again, Allie.
And
Diet.
along.
That's
That's
again.
fluid powder. That's
Tag
not
on?
operation.
Yeah.
Take on Allie with an
It's
amazing.
technically teleportation.
Just fucking goes to some place and just all these fucking.
No, it's just under the sea. There
Yeah.
is no light. There is no sound. Just and you
uh,
die.
And
You
it's
guys
alright.
went to Farhold, and you guys met up with Baron Vandermeer, who was happy to see you. You were warned about him before by
Yeah.
by a note from Cardinal Thorne saying, "This guy is an Asmodean, and he was part of the old noble house because he's a half elf. He's quite
Yeah.
old.
But he's like 50-50.
Yeah, he's like 50-50 because he thinks that like it's over. Like there's no chance.
He's successful. Why put his stuff on the line? Right.
Yeah,
So,
but his one weakness is that he is scared shitless of Cardinal Thorne. So when you guys showed up and he was like, "Why am I helping you guys? You're like fugitives from a dead religion. What the fuck?"
And I'm like, ding dong, Cardinal Thorn
Sounds like-
services.
Fuck! All right, and basically Owen rolled intimidate, and he was like, "All right, you got me impressed.
Hey,
And I'll help you guys."
I did say something that was actually somewhat intelligent. I had told him that we had accomplished the impossible in almost no time at all. We broke out of an unbreakable prison, and we took down the watch wall in 2 weeks. Something that hadn't been done in hundreds of years.
And
So-
sorry, go
There
ahead.
you go.
And I stood behind you the whole time and looked huge, and it was like,
Guys, can we just
I-
strive
too
to
I was her-
finish
I was her
every
rap
task
hype
in as
man.
little time as possible?
We were.
Agreed.
I want more S strength, please.
Yeah, I totally want like S for time, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I love that at the end of it, it's like,
Speedrun.
could you imagine? We have a ritual right now that has to get done in like 7 months. We get it done in like 5. It's like, fuck you, rules.
That's
That's
impossible. What? Oh, yeah.
That was literally like, okay, what if we all said the chant
Yeah.
once every day?
Yeah.
Would that count?
It's like instead of the 600, was it 666 chants?
Well, we'll get to that in the next,
Sorry, yeah,
in
sorry.
the next thing. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the session. After that, you guys met up with the White Ravens. And
Yeah,
we'll get
that
to
was the next session.
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Basically, you made yourselves at home. You have a nice manor. You have a guy who's gonna help you out.
You know a guy.
And by the way, Grumblejack showed up. again.
Grumblejack.
He's your new minion.
Yeah.
And that should be it. Empire Tabletop.
he was kind of sassy, though. We might need to address that.
Oh well,
Ouch.